everyone, and welcome to the January 2023 edition of the Be Alert. For those who are just here for the first time, who are just tuning in for the first time, Be Alert simply means Veritas Alert. And on this platform, we'll let you in on the happenings in the Catholic churches in the Archdiocese of Benin City. My name is Amachiko Sisochukwu.
And I'm Gloria Aigbefo. The Veritas newspaper remains the official newspaper of the Catholic Archdiocese of Benin City. And on this January edition, we're putting you through the events that took place within the Archdiocese and beyond.
With me here is a copy of the Veritas newspaper. You can get this in any Catholic church around you in the Archdiocese of Benin City. Or you can head down to our office at number 34 Airport Road, Benin City, to get a copy for just 200 naira only.
And as we stated earlier, this is January edition. It's a new year, a new beginning. So, this is a new year. Many of us are having our different New Year resolutions. So, I don't know, Kosi, do you have any?
I do. I have. In fact, on the New Year day, I made so many resolutions, but the one I know that I'm going to stick with is just one. I told myself that last year I was too serious with work, I was too serious with everything. I did not have time to visit my family, I did not have time to visit my loved ones. So I said that this year I am going to make out time for everybody. Less stress, I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to work smart and not work hard.
That's nice. Well, for me, my own New Year resolution is positivity. 2023 is all about positivity. Think positive, be happy, pray, have fun, live a free life. Don't be too serious all the time.
It's not good.
And do not make it New Year resolution you cannot keep. Just do the one you can, and everything will be fine. I know we are still busy enjoying our turkey and chicken. We are still happy that it's a new year. It's a great opportunity God has given to us to be happy this period. So let's appreciate it. Don't forget, pray always, just as the Bible says. Pray all the time, and God will continue to be our guide for this new year. So wish everyone happy and a blessed new year.
Okay. So now we'll head down to the business of the day. We are going to review the headlines of the Veritas newspaper. So the major headline here says, Father Kogie receives highest ecclesiastical award, Pro Ecclesia et Pontifice, from the Holy Father. Father Kogie receives highest ecclesiastical award, Pro Ecclesia et Pontifice, from the Holy Father. The director of the Catholic Social Communication, Very Reverend Father Stephen Okogie, has been bestowed with the highest ecclesiastical award, which is the Pro Ecclesia et Pontifice, from the Holy Father Pope Francis. Shortly before he was presented the award by the Archbishop of Benin City, His Grace Most Reverend Dr. Augustine Obiora Kobese, he remarked that the award given to Father Kogie has brought honor not only to his parish, but also to the Archdiocese at large. For those of you who do not know, the Pro Ecclesia et Pontifice is not just any award, but it is an award based solely on merit. It is a meritorious award given by the Pope to distinguished members of the clergy who have served and worked outstandingly for the church. So we therefore congratulate Very Reverend Father Stephen Okogie for achieving this very rare feat. To read more about this story, just go to page 3 of the Veritas newspaper.
Here is another captivating headline. Warri Diocese in harvest of vocations. 17 deacons, 10 priests ordained. 8 celebrate 25 priestly anniversary as Archbishop urges priests to be mindful of utterances. It was a wonderful celebration as Christ faithful gathered at Sacred Heart Cathedral as a Catholic Diocese of Warri witnessed 3 significant events in the diocese. Firstly, the ordination of 17 deacons to the diaconate, the ordination of 10 Presbyterian priest order, and 8 diocesan priests celebrated their silver jubilee. This memorial event took place on the solemn feast of Immaculate Conception of Mary. The homilist, Most Reverend Dr. Augustine Obiora Akubeze, described the ordination day as a glorious day for the church. He said that by the act of ordination, more laborers are being added to the work in the Lord's vineyard. He further said that it was a day of rejoicing for the ordinants, their family, and everyone that was present. The administrator of Warri Diocese further called on the newly ordained, especially the priests, to be cautious of what is said to the lay faithful, while calling on them to see their ordination as a call to serve. He further said that they should have it in mind that good reputation is very essential for effective pastoral ministry. This story starts on the front page of the Veritas newspaper down to page 3 of the Veritas newspaper.
Another headline here says, "Don't sell your votes in 2023. Catholic Church urges Nigerians." Don't sell your votes in 2023. Catholic Church urges Nigerians. The Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Osogbo, John Oyejola, has called on Nigerians to refuse every form of inducement before and during the 2023 general elections, while urging Nigerians, especially the members of the church, to go out and get their PVCs. He warned them against selling their votes. He asked them to vote their conscience and ensure that someone who will restore peace and unity to our country, Nigeria, attains power. To read more on this story, go to page 62 of the Veritas newspaper.
Don't take over power from your parish priest. Akubeze cautions catechists. The story is on page 3 of the Veritas newspaper. During the commissioning of 7th catechist of the Catholic Archdiocese of Benin City, precisely at St. Alba Catholic Church, Uniben, Ugbowo, the Archbishop called upon the catechists to be obedient, humble, willing to learn, and dutiful. He called on them to work in collaboration with their parish priests rather than engage them with power struggle. The Metropolitan Archbishop said that he commissioned the catechists, that he is not commissioning them as parish priests of any parish. Rather, they are to be called to assist their parish priests and carry out their duties under their charge. He also made them to understand that there are special health benefits, that is, health packages and remuneration scheme. He appreciated the efforts of the priest in charge of Catechist Commission in the person of Very Reverend Father Dr. Stephen Dubiri for facilitating the special packages for the catechists. The catechists should remain focused in their catechetical duties. So this story is on page 3 of the Veritas newspaper.
On page 5 here we have the Archdiocesan Marian Pilgrimage generates call to take Mother Mary home. The Archdiocesan Marian Pilgrimage generates calls to take Mother Mary home. The call for Christ's faithful to seek the protection of the Blessed Virgin Mary has once again been brought forward. Archbishop Akubeze, who emphasized on the need to seek Mary's guidance as Catholics, stated that they are invoking Christ's protection by doing so. He, however, cautioned the pilgrims to be careful on the manner at which the devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary is being carried out, so as not to be misunderstood by other Christians. He also advised them to avoid unhealthy piety that appears to present the Mother Mary as a goddess. To read more about Archbishop Akubeze's speech, you just go to page 5 of the Veritas newspaper.
And here is another interesting headline. Igbenedion donates landed property to Sacred Heart Sisters. Igbenedion donates landed property to Sacred Heart Sisters. The Esama of Benin Kingdom, Sir Chief Dr. Osawaru Igbenedion, has once again shown his philanthropic side as he recently donated a property to the Archdiocese of Benin City to be used by the Sisters of Sacred Heart of Jesus. The 8th plot of land, which has twin buildings of 8 flats of 3-bedroom, gift was received by the Archbishop, Most Reverend Dr. Augustine Obiora Akubeze, the Vice Chancellor, Very Reverend Father Dr. Michael Yanafo, the Director of Communication, Very Reverend Father Stephen Oziegbe Okoji, priests and female religious, especially those of Sacred Heart Sisters. Father Stephen Okoji, who addressed the crowd, said that they came to celebrate the greatness of God in his work of creation. He further said that the greatest gift of God is the gift of generosity, and he appreciated the Esama of Benin Kingdom for his kindness and continuous giving. We pray for God's blessing upon the Esama of Benin City for his generosity towards the Catholic Diocese or Archdiocese of Benin City.
And above the masthead, Dr. Ide donates Catholic Chapel, Corpus Lodge, to mark his 70th birthday in Koko. Dr. Ide donates Catholic Chapel, Corpus Lodge, to mark his 70th birthday in Koko. Koko Town in Warri North local government came alive recently as dignitaries from all spheres of human endeavor converged at the residence of Dr. Alex Ide to celebrate his 70th birthday. The celebrants donated a chapel and a corpus lodge for Catholic court members as part of the activities marking his 70th birthday anniversary. In an interview, he expressed gratitude that he was able to attain the stipulated age in the scripture, and also advised the younger ones to live a life worth living and avoid all manner of vices such as smoking and drinking heavily, as they can shorten a man's lifespan.
Still on the above masthead, Akubeze to 6 newly ordained diocesan deacons. Be humble, you are not deputy gods. Akubeze to 6 newly ordained diocesan deacons. Be humble, you are not deputy gods. This story is on page 21 of the Veritas newspaper. It was another glorious celebration for the Archdiocese of Benin City, ordinance and family, as Christ faithful priests, religious, witnessed the diaconate ordination of 6 new deacons at Sacred Heart Catholic Church, Eworia. During the homily, the Archbishop told the newly ordained to imbibe the virtue of humility. He reminded the deacons that they are not deputy gods, but God's servants who are called for the service of the faithful. Those ordained include Reverends Confidence Chukwuka, Ezegbugu Edmond, Ibe Godwin, Emmanuel Chisom, Paul Nduka, Osage Michael Elahosa. The local ordinary further told the newly ordained that ordination is not a step higher than the faithful. Rather, he said that it is a call to serve. The priesthood and the diaconate is a gift. It is not a reward. It is not a prize. It is not graduation. So we congratulate the newly ordained deacons.
And on page 7 of the Veritas newspaper, we have how I will resuscitate Bishop Kelly Pastoral Center for customers' best satisfaction. Anoje. How I will resuscitate Bishop Kelly Pastoral Center for customers' best satisfaction. Anoje. Reverend Father Anoje, who is the director of Bishop Kelly Pastoral Center, has declared that effort is on ground for his administration to resuscitate the center and place it in its enviable state, which will attract more customers to the hospitality business. Highlighting them, he said that they have all facilities required to keep men calm, physically and spiritually relaxed. He said that they will improve and meet the modern 21st century hospitality with a touch of Catholic identity which must not be forgotten, and that they will train and retrain their staff over and over again to meet up with the 21st century. He said that customer satisfaction is 100% on their lists, and I must say that anybody looking for a place to spend the night within Benin City, Bishop Kelly Pastoral Center is certainly the place to be.
Below the masthead, 2023, Faithful speak on expectations from INEC, electoral process, and political office holders. 2023, Faithful speak on expectations from INEC, electoral process, and political office holders. This story is this is an public opinion of different Nigerians, and Veritas crew went onto the streets then to ask them simple question: what are your expectations for the forthcoming general elections? Any confidence on INEC and the electoral process? So this question was thrown to some persons, some Nigerians, and they have their own different opinions of what they have of the forthcoming election 2023. And for instance, Osas is a businessman. He said that he has confidence on the INEC and he believes that INEC can perform because they have all it takes to deliver what they have said to Nigerians. He further went on to say that it is only in Nigeria that professors will rig election for a politician, thereby advising that INEC should avoid being induced to do the wrong thing come 2023 election. And the other persons have their own different opinions. So it's on page 11 of the Veritas newspaper. So you can just open it if you have it at home to read other people's opinion.
And last but not the least, on page 6 of the Veritas newspaper, St. Jude Iwoban immortalizes late Father Osagie with an ITC center. St. Jude Iwoban immortalizes late Father Osagie with an ITC center. As part of efforts at immortalizing the legacies of the former parish priest of St. Jude Iwoban, late Very Reverend Father Patrick Osagie, an information and technology center has been opened for his memory at St. Jude Group of Schools, which is run by the parish. Speaking at the event, the Vicar for Education, Very Reverend Father Ekaisomi, disclosed how late Father Osagie was a lover of education, which he said was evident in the workings of the Catholic institution that he had left behind. The principal of the institution, Father Augustine Eleke, described the system as a curriculum that has been included into the schoolwork, which will enable students to learn and become something in the future.
Okay, thank you for that. And we are now on our editorial. Here the editorial says the need for oil producing states to account for derivation earnings. The need for oil producing states to account for derivation earnings. 9 oil producing states received the 625 billion naira from derivation, subsidy, and Shopee refund from the Federation account in the last 2 years. The states that benefited from this huge amount of money are Abia, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta States, Edo, Imo, Ondo, and Rivers. This actually, Jose, it's resulted to what the governor of Rivers State, Wike, came up with. Is from the issue arising from what resulted to this editorial was that the 13% derivation payment became a controversial issue after comments by Wike alleging that the oil producing states had refused to disclose their own shares after the federal government released the money. So this one resulted to a statement signed by the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, titled Oil Derivation, Subsidy and Shopee Reforms. 9 oil producing states received 625.43 billion naira in 2 years. 1.1 trillion naira still are standing. Noted that the Buhari regime would continue to render equal service to all states regardless of affiliation. So what happened was that this money has already been shared to these nine oil producing states. So Wike's opinion was that these governors did not come out to say this was the amount given to us or how they go about sharing it. So this was all resulted to this editorial, and that was why Garba Shehu came out to state the money that was actually given, what is left of what will be given, and how it was shared. And the editorial still contains the amount of money that will still be given back to the different oil producing states. You understand? And it's actually with benefits to all the states. They deserve to get their money back, and I believe these state governors of these 9 oil producing states who should make use of this money positively to benefit both the citizen and the state. At least there are social amenities that are still lacking in some major states in these oil producing states, so they should make life better for us. So we pray that those in position henceforth of the government of this country will make use of this money well, and when it comes out, you should disburse it rightly to people that are involved, so that at least the citizen can smile back to the federal government.
Yes, yes. We hope that President Buhari can look into the political office holders who might be misappropriating public funds and bring them to book, because it is not really nice that you will be given an amount for the betterment of your people and you are misappropriating it. And that is a wrap for the January 2023 edition of TV Alert. But of course, I am not letting you go until I remind you that we can advertise your products and services. You want to advertise your products, you want to show the world what you are selling, what you have to sell, or you want to advertise your services, you can always contact us on the numbers that will be displayed on your screen. And also, if you want to be a columnist to the Veritas newspaper, please send us a mail at our email address at veritasnewspapersbenin@gmail.com.
And yes, we can also live stream your various events, from wedding ceremony, birthday, anniversary, housewarming, burial ceremony, just to name but a few. So you can call us, we'll live stream on you on our Facebook. The name is Veritas Communication Benin. Veritas Communication Benin. And on our YouTube, we have Catholic Archdiocese of Benin City Communication. Catholic Archdiocese of Benin City Communication. Do not worry so much. The money is going to be not too much.
Affordable.
It's going to be affordable. And do not forget, please do not forget, support the work of evangelization through the Catholic media. Account details will be displayed on the screen.
And do not forget to like this video, drop your comments, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and we will see you next edition. My name is Abachiko Sisachiko.
And I'm Gloria Aigbefo. Bye for now.
Bye.